Hi everyone. Now I know I should be on here talking about all the wonderful things about Sarasota, but if you're thinking of moving to this area, you really need to hear the good, the bad, and the worst parts. It's not all sunshine and beaches. Hi everyone, I am Lisa McBride with Sarasota Neighborhood Experts in Keller Williams in Sarasota and Lakewood Ranch. Now I share information all about neighborhoods in Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, and the surrounding areas. But more importantly, I share what it's really like living here on the Florida Gulf Coast. If I can be of any help with your move, just give me a call. I love hearing from you. Now let's talk about some of the worst parts about Sarasota. Now I'm not going to discuss the weather because we all know we have heat, humidity, and hurricanes. What you may not know from all the wonderful literature and videos online is that Sarasota is relatively old. And no, I don't mean that everyone that lives in Sarasota is old. Actually, I get calls every day, more and more lately, from families moving to the area. So when I say old, I'm not referring to age. What I mean though is that the heart of Sarasota, which is beautiful, is surrounded by old homes and old neighborhoods, which is very, very typical in any city. And although there can be a lot of charm found with neighborhoods that have been around 60, 70, 80 years, what we're also finding is that a lot of these neighborhoods just kind of feel like a hodgepodge of an old home here, maybe another new home here or there, but there's a lot of old. And the neighborhoods just don't feel like cohesive, and there's not a lot of conformity. You may find a 2-bedroom, 1-bath home with a 1-car garage, and quite honestly, it may not have been updated in decades. We have a lot of mid-century homes, ranch-style homes, and again, some just do not feel modernized both inside and out. And even the landscaping may be a little overgrown or not so manicured. And then right next to this, you may find a brand new home because people are tearing down some of these old homes and building new. Now, some of these new homes are gonna be $1 million or more, but you may be right next to kind of an old, decrepit home. So even some of the most popular neighborhoods, it's just crazy what we're seeing. And it's not just 1940s and 50s, this is happening in the 1970s and 80s home too. So we have old, we have new. And it seems it's kind of hard to find cute, clean neighborhoods outside of planned subdivisions that are, closer to downtown or the beaches that just don't have the old feel to them. Even some of our hottest neighborhoods, people are surprised when they come to the area. So I just wanted to put that out there. Speaking of old and new though, another worst in Sarasota, Sarasota is not an affordable city, specifically for housing. I think a lot of times people think Florida is going to be a little bit more affordable. I don't think anyone thinks housing is ever affordable, but it has gotten pretty out of hand during the pandemic. And the size of home doesn't always make sense for our prices. Our average price of homes are now well over $500,000, and this is just for a normal 3-bedroom, 2-bath existing home. If you're looking for a brand new home, it's almost impossible to find anything less than $600,000, unless perhaps you're building a townhome or a villa, and then maybe a little under $500,000 is still possible. Now, our housing inventory has decreased so much that we have less than a month's supply normally, so it's definitely part of the worst. The next worst part about Sarasota is definitely traffic. As Sarasota grows, the traffic grows. And with traffic comes more traffic accidents. Unfortunately, at this time, we have many drivers from so many other places, and they're just not used to driving on Florida roads or the streets or where to turn or one-way streets. And it's causing a lot of accidents. And I'm really surprised and a little scared by that. And I don't want anyone to get hurt, and I want to prepare people. Plan ahead, take a little time. Our traffic is definitely getting bad. Now moving on. Well, Sarasota also has its share of bugs and insects. For instance, the infamous palmetto bug, which is just a larger and very less attractive cockroach, and we can find them everywhere. And at some point during our spring months, you will suddenly find your car or outdoor furniture covered with our 2-headed love bugs. Now these seasonal black bugs are only around for a short while, but you'll never forget them once you see them. Not to mention our share of mosquitoes, no-see-ums, and a few other creepy crawler things. So pest care is definitely something that we have to keep in mind. Now I was talking earlier about our housing costs, but also Sarasota is just not cheap. Not cheap in the cost of insurance, the cost of food, the cost of labor. All of this has risen. And so I just want to caution people, although we're very similar to other parts of the state, perhaps, we are definitely more expensive than a lot of parts of the United States. Now, the worst part, or what I consider one of the the worst parts of Sarasota is the lack of walkable neighborhoods. Yes, Sarasota has beautiful neighborhoods, old and new, but we only have 2 or 3 really walkable neighborhoods that you can literally walk to your local coffee house, watering hole, or supermarket. Now, if you want more information on walkable neighborhoods, I did do a video, so be sure to check that one out. And for additional information about the pros and cons of Sarasota, watch this video. I really appreciate you watching. If you have found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and let me know how I can be of help with your Sarasota move. Thanks again, and until next time, take care.